Adam Frater here. I am bringing you to Miami Beach, where I'm gonna teach a buddy of mine who has never done a muscle up how to perform this epic skill in about 5 to 10 minutes. This is my boy 𝗪𝗓𝗥𝗠. He's excited. Tell the audience, have you ever done a muscle up before?
Yo, genuinely, it's been one of the skills I've been wanting to acquire for probably the last 5 years. I know I have the strength to do it.
Right, he's an in-shape guy, right? He's got a good physique on him, but
I just have never taken the time to learn the technique, and I feel like I should probably take advantage of you as a friend and learn this skill. Finally, it's a new year, new skill, so let's get it.
And you know, one of the biggest videos that I've ever made on YouTube was a muscle up tutorial. I posted it about 3 years ago. It's had millions of hits. I've taught thousands of people around the world to muscle up. Every time I come out on the beach, there's somebody struggling, dying to learn, and I always thought this would be such good footage if I can actually capture it live, raw. So if you're watching this video, just know we obviously taught him, because I'm not gonna post this if we don't teach him. So, you ready to go?
Don't fuck it up.
You ready to go?
Let's get it.
And we're gonna warm up the body. This is obviously really necessary. Warm-ups, they pump blood to the different muscles in the body, giving you more strength, better performance. We're gonna need that if we're trying to get our first muscle up. We'll also need the mobility necessary in the shoulders and the chest. Jeremy's working with the strap. I'm gonna start off just hanging from here. I'm just gonna work with scapular shrugs. Just warming up the scapula, that's the shoulder blade. It's the first thing that really activates in a pull movement. So I'm gonna start with that. After those, I'm gonna warm up just doing some nice full rep pull-ups. I don't wanna get too tired, so really just working on full range of motion, nice, slow, and controlled. Now I've warmed up the back, warming up the scapulas, and I might even get some leg raises in there, start getting my core activated. Jeremy, if you wanna jump in.
So my pull-up game is strong, as you can see. There's no issue there. It's just that transition into the next sequence.
So that's what a lot of people hear muscle up, and they think I have to be able to muscle my way up through that transition. That transition is quick. You don't have to actually have strength, you just need to know the form to be able to do it. That's what we're gonna get today. All right, so to begin, we're gonna establish a baseline, which means you're gonna try to muscle up with no instruction. Let's see what you got.
This is gonna be embarrassing.
Okay, that's actually pretty impressive.
That's cool.
That's actually better than I've ever done, to be honest with you.
All right, cool. So one thing that we never want to do with a muscle up is what's called chicken winging, where one elbow comes and then the other. And the reason that people chicken wing is because the first thing that you did, the first mistake you made, was you tried to muscle up from a standstill, just hanging here with no movement. Now people think movement means kipping and it's not a good muscle up. It's not true. If I'm hanging under the bar and I just do a pull up, my head hits the bar. So the only way doing pull-ups for your head to not hit the bar is to arch your spine, right? This is how you see people do pull-ups.
Yeah.
You can do less arch, but either way, you still need to come from here around the bar. So a muscle-up is not up and down like a pull-up. A muscle-up is this angle. You're coming around. Here's the bar. I don't want to come up and down from here. The plane is to here and around.
Gotcha.
So if you saw my other muscle-up tutorial, I do a line and circle technique where I draw a circle in the sand. You start from a line behind the sand. Now the reason for this technique is because if you start at the line, when you grab the bar, you're naturally rocking. So this is as much swing as you need, maybe even a little bit less. The circle's there to let you know that once you've swung out as far as you're gonna go, right before you come back, don't let your wrist slip off of it, but that's what you wanna do. Because if you wait till right before you swing back and you start doing the muscle up, your body comes around, up, and over the bar.
Okay.
If I'm here trying to muscle up, I'm gonna get checked by the bar.
So you.
But if I start right where my feet, again, line and circle, if I start here, I grab the bar, I touch the circle, my knees and my body
So you
come
start
up.
to accelerate upwards when your feet get to the circle.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
I've never.
let's try that technique.
Definitely never seen this technique or tried this before.
And you guys see he's putting on chalk. If you don't have chalk, you can use sand. You just want to have dry hands so you have good, sticky contact with the bar.
And hands should be about
Shoulder width.
shoulder width.
So think about it. When you get to the dip, you don't want to be dipping from too narrow. You want to dip from out here.
Yeah.
So start there. Ooh, closer.
I got to get this swing.
Remember the technique? There you go. come down real quick? You notice that he was hanging from the bar, and from here he realized he didn't have swing, so he started going like this, which is what we naturally do to try to swing. But kipping isn't swinging. Swinging is letting your whole body stay tight like this and swing. The difference with kipping is I'm throwing my head forward and kicking my legs back and then reversing. I'm not actually going anywhere. Yeah. My center of gravity is still under the bar. So start behind the line, jump, grab the bar, then make it happen. Now, he did this right on the second and third try, but you notice he got to here and then he got stuck. The reason you got stuck is because this is an explosive movement. You can't slowly make this transition. For those of you that do weightlifting, cleans, or jerks, you don't slowly do this. It's an explosive movement. So same thing, be more aggressive. If YouTube didn't steal the rights of music, if we could post music, we'd have music going in the background. Imagine your jam is on. Get excited.
All right, let's go. So I get explosive as I'm coming up for the muscle up part, as I'm going up for the pull up.
The first muscle up I ever hit, I had failed 100 times. I could do pull-ups for days. I'd failed 100 times because every time I just started coming from here and trying to do what you did.
Okay.
Until a song came on that got me so hyped, I came at the bar like this and I was just like, oh shit.
So I gotta get this full swing.
There it is. Yes! Ah!
Was it just a matter of not being explosive?
So close, you're so close.
Was it just not being explosive enough?
I know many of you are seeing this thinking like, oh my God, you have done that so many times yourself. The difference is now you gotta think about your legs. When you come forward, if your legs naturally come up, then you're doing more of a row. My legs come up, my body's horizontal, and I have more strength as a row to pull the bar to my waist, to bring my chest over. If you wanna do more of a strict muscle up, you can, which requires no legs, but you're gonna need more strength. Less strength while you're still building the strength. It's all about the kip. I'm here, my legs come up, my body comes up. See this motion?
Legs.
You wanna make sure your legs are working to your advantage.
So that's what you recommend for me as a beginner to the pull-up, muscle-up game?
Yeah.
Is getting my legs involved.
Involve your legs. You involve your legs, you remove them later, you add the strength. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Hype, 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 explode, explode.
Ah, God.
All right, explode, don't think about it too much. Come in hot, fully extend, blow over the bar. Let's go, let's go. This is it. Ah, damn. Is that your first muscle up? You just did your first muscle up.
I felt good, but I feel like I want to get it smoother because there was still some of that like chicken wing that you talked about. And I feel like
he doesn't even know how to be excited. Look at this perfectionist.
I do want to avoid. I want to hit one.
You didn't even chicken wing.
No?
You didn't chicken wing. No.
Really?
So what I want you guys to realize is like, one, he did this. This is good, but I can see where a lot of people are making mistakes. So the most important thing to think about if you're where Jeremy was a second ago, or if you right now want to improve, is to think about the concept of your wrist. When you're on the bar, your wrist is hanging under the bar. This is a pull-up. And a muscle up, my wrist has to be here. So your wrist has to transition 180 degrees. That's a lot. So unless you have the power in the pull-up to make that transition, it's hard. If you, instead of grabbing the bar like this, grab a little bit higher, and this is what the chalk allows you to do, then your wrist only has to unfold at the top of the bar. You don't actually have to spin. So now there's different versions of this. Gymnasts might do false grip where you're all the way up here.
I've tried that shit, that's hard.
You'll build up the strength for that. For now, just think about grabbing it a little bit higher. And then last little secret, if you can get your nipples over the bar, you can do a muscle up. So what I want you to think about when you're doing the pull up is that when you throw your head and your shoulders over the bar, you've done it already. So here's my pull up, right? If I get to here, I've already done the muscle up. This is just a dip. So a lot of people, again, think muscle up, I gotta, when really the last thing you have to do to fire this into place is do everything you did, look at the bar and shoot your face over.
You said look at the bar.
Pull, you don't have to, you can look forward, but when you start to pull up, shoot your face over. That last little bit of pulling, getting your weight over the bar.
I feel like that gave me a little extra rest too to really crush this next rep.
Good, and then when you crush this rep, be excited.
I'm gonna be fucking excited. Let's get it. Because if I can do this shit, if I can learn this shit, I'm confident that anyone can.
Explode, explode, chest over the bar.
Yes! Ah, damn it.
Okay,
I felt better about that first one.
Trying to string them together.
I felt better about that first one. I felt like the second time when I wanted to hit a second, like I struggled to gather that same momentum from the first.
Yeah, I mean, this tutorial is about learning one muscle up, but to string them together, if you can do one, if you can do 10 pull-ups, you should be able to do 2. So really the difference is that once you're already on the bar, instead of coming down, you want to come down in the same motion. So if you come down under the bar, it's going to be hard, right? Because we already talked about the muscle ups here. So what you want to do is from here, you want to push away from the bar, coming down to here, back into the same motion.
All right.
Woo, he's excited.
Yes, I'm excited. We're gonna keep working on this. Appreciate you, dog.
And this new skill is kind of the entry point, the foundation for all of the other skills you can learn in calisthenics, but not just calisthenics. If you're spiritual, this skill, just accomplishing something, conquering something you've always wanted to do, can benefit your life. Since you just watched live me legitimately teaching my boy how to muscle up, and I can't wait to see him do this for the rest of his life. If he loses it, I'm gonna hold him accountable.
No, we ain't losing this. I am feeling extremely excited and grateful for completing my first muscle up, and I'm not at that level yet, but I'm confident that if I stay committed on this path, then I'll be doing cool shit like this guy. So just a final reminder, if you face that resistance, right, that discomfort, that's a good sign. Lean into that, keep pushing yourself, and just stay committed and consistent through this process. Because if I can do this shit, I know you can too.
Woo, that's real.
Peace.